Welcome, and thank you for joining us all today. Our team is called NPM Start, and the app that we've built is branded as FitTracks. We'll obviously cover that more as we go ahead, but for now, allow me to introduce you to the rest of the team.
Coming from a background of business and sales, to developing a recent addiction to complex problem solving and chess. Hi, my name is Abbas Shah, here with Team NPM Start, presenting our project FitTracks.
Hi, I'm Julian. For this group project, I took the role of the front-end developer and the UX designer, since I really enjoy creating user-friendly applications and bringing ideas to life in the browser.
Hi, I'm Kate. I used to be a teacher and translator. When I moved to London, I mostly did admin jobs. I love coding because it's both challenging and satisfying, and I like solving problems with it.
Hello, I'm Mark Young. I previously had a career as a prison officer and also have a music degree. I've always enjoyed being creative and have a fascination with technology. Having been able to acquire a place on School of Code's intensive bootcamp and completed the course, I'm excited to get started on my new career as a software engineer. On this project, I was team lead.
There are multiple studies conducted on influence of tech job on a person's health. Our own research showed that the bootcampers' health got worse since they started getting involved in tech. We set off with an idea to help software developers take better care about their well-being, and we are doing it by our health and fitness app.
Upon entering our application, users are greeted with our four main services: exercise planner, meal planner, meditation portal, and hydration tracker. In the same page, users are able to access their account details by clicking the avatar icon on the right, or switch from light mode to dark mode for extra accessibility or just preference reasons. Based on our user research, we focus on providing the most requested features in a simplified and effective way to avoid any confusion for our users.
As you will see, our user is now being offered the option to create their own workout name, type, and difficulty. This in turn would give them free range to decide what to call their workout session, improving their immediate interaction with our app, making them feel in control of what they are opting to do from the outset. It would hopefully motivate the person to know that the exercise regime is not forced upon them, and that they're able to make it as easy or as difficult as personally required. We did this to stop users from being dictated to by preformed workouts that aren't always manageable and ultimately off-putting. Upon entering the details into the entry fields, they can save their selection to the back-end database via CRUD operation, where the info gets stored for future use, and they are then able to click the tick button to move on to the next section of the progress within our three-part planning wizard.
Exercise Planner page gives our user the interface to assemble their custom exercises for the previously created workout. They can add additional exercises, as many as they want, delete exercises, and when finished, save the exercises and go to Workout Completion page. The status bar at the Workout Completion page will indicate that it's the final step of the process. The user will then be able to see all the workouts they created by using the drop-down menu. Clicking Finish will return the user to the main page.
We have been given this valuable opportunity to build an app as part of a team that had never previously worked together during the prior 12 weeks of this intensive School of Code bootcamp. Managing everyone's individual expectations, personality types, and finding the best way to utilize each other's abilities to gain optimum benefit and produce an MVP is never an easy operation. We chose to spend a decent portion of the 4-week project planning, the philosophy being fail to plan, plan to fail. It provided us with a good groundwork on which to establish the next phase of the app, building it via coding. We utilised the Agile methodology process via daily morning stand-ups that allowed everyone to share their thoughts towards the day ahead and equally reflect during daily retrospectives at the end of each working day. We had team bonding sessions throughout the 4 weeks to ease the busy flow. These energizers allowed us to unwind before continuing with the busy workload. We all realised just how important it is to be able to construct something from nothing to full fruition by using effective communication.
We used Agile methodology for planning and organizing our work. Trello board allowed us to see our progress and tasks and also keep track of daily stand-ups and retrospective sessions. We also had bigger retrospectives at the end of each 4-day sprint where we checked in with each other and with the progress of the project. We outlined bigger chunks of work in our general backlog and then split it into tickets, assigned it to ourselves, and moved to relevant lists.
The data we retrieved from our research played a crucial role on taking the right decision as well. This not only helped us design and lay out our application accordingly, but most importantly, it helped us filter even more our ideas to provide the best customized solution for our users. By implementing the most desirable features, we already knew that we were headed towards the right direction.
For our initial idea, we took a look at how front-end and back-end can be set up. We needed back-end to deal with exercises data and functional flow, and front-end to be intuitive and visually interesting.
We have 2 tables in our SQL-based database, making complex queries possible between the tables that have a relationship of one-to-many, allowing us to link each exercise with its respective workout, taking the ID of the workout and using it as a workout reference. Whereas a non-SQL based database would have made that really difficult for us.
The careful theming and UX/UI design of a product is always a challenge in and amongst itself. Time was taken to understand the colour selections being chosen to keep the design easy on the eye. Being aware that accessibility is very important and needed implementation, the light and dark mode was approached so that the lighter colour palettes, primarily blues and whites, could be switched to calmer, warmer options for the dark mode, soother orange for evening use, while still giving our app design a uniform clean-cut appearance across every section. Industry standard tools were utilised to plan out our app: Excalidraw for low-fidelity wireframes, Figma for high-fidelity drawings, Coolers for colour palette choices, and Procreate for all the logo designs, amongst others.
For the backend, we decided to use Next.js for the framework, simply because it was a newer framework for the team and something we wanted to get better at. Postgres for data management, because of its robustness and reliability. Heroku for hosting and maintaining our database, because of their promise to us to maintain the server, hardware, and infrastructure on our behalf, making things a lot easier for us. TypeScript, purely because it's a real-time code debugger for a stable application. And finally, Vercel, to deploy our backend, making continuous integration and continuous deployment as easy as it gets. What more could we ask for?
For our frontend, we decided to use React.js because of its performance benefits, simplicity, scalability, and stability. React also felt the most natural decision for us, since all our group members were already familiar with its smooth developing experience. To challenge ourselves, though, we stepped outside the comfort zone and we decided to add TypeScript for the benefit of a project and make our code bulletproof. Finally, Material UI and CSS were also used for our styling and layout to speed the production and create a unique design. Although we introduced completely new technologies for our project, in 2 weeks' time we managed to deliver a fully functional user interface with success.
With every member in the team having no more than 1 month's worth of prior bootcamp coding experience, the team really got a lot done with just 4 members in the space of a month. There was a lot of new tech that we had to learn along the way, as we used it to build our full stack application. This resulted in many humps along the road, which allowed us to develop ourselves not only as coders, but also allowed us to come up with effective solutions through pair programming. On that note, the main takeaway for all of us in the team was the soft skills. Working within a brand new team to come up with and produce an application that we could be happy with every member having a different personality and circumstance, there was inevitably blockers for us to overcome, which were resolved in a civil manner through team discussions.
Even though it was great that we met our target aim to produce the exercise planner as our minimum viable product, we're also fully aware that it is more than possible to improve upon our existing app. Here are just some of the things that we recognise as possible future iterations if we had more time to apply them. We'd of course wish to make all components fully functional. Those that are currently placeholders on our front dashboard, meal planner, hydration meter, and meditation portal. We would like to display the relevant latest info on the back of each card, when flipped over. We would improve the responsiveness of our app, especially on mobiles, although it is almost there as it currently stands. We would want to display the account information when they are logged in, for example a profile photo, and save their details. These are just some of the future possibilities that we're aware of, but there are others that we've noticed too. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch our presentation. We're happy to try and answer any questions you may have.